I'm gonna be honest to y'all boys, for the past month or so, I've been contemplating if I was gonna make a Paul George build. And a lot of you guys been asking me, bro, can we see a PG-13? When can we get a PG-13 gameplay? When we get a PG-13 build? So today is y'all lucky day. As a Paul George, we know he's a two-way. He can end up playing defense, he can end up shooting, he can be able to score on his own. He's one of the shiftiest big guards in the league, one of the best handles. At his sitting at 6'8", 6'11" wingspan, 220 pounds, we already know his game is very nice, especially when you throw that all together with his athleticism. Now in the game they do have a Paul George build, they got a template, but I'm gonna be honest, this Paul George template is not it. I know the height and all that might be right, but as of the actual stats, the stats are not doing what they need to be done. As of it being the playoffs and the Clippers are fighting for their life, and don't be the ones to miss out as we watch NBA games live on playback. Make sure you go type my name in the search bar, click the link in the description, but you can watch NBA games live with us, literally a live watch party in real time of us watching NBA games. And to be able to watch the games, make sure you comment in my live chat VIP so I can give y'all VIP so y'all can watch the game as much as y'all want. Since it's been a few games that I seen PG was getting in his bag and really going off, I think it's finally time to bring out a Paul George build. And as we operate in a My Player Builder, I will be giving y'all animation SIGs and things like that during this video, so you want to really pay attention as this build sits at a small forward, 6'8", 228 pounds with a 6'11" wingspan. Now as of the position, the only time this position is going to really matter if you're trying to do the slow speed with ball method that everybody's usually messing around with now. Everybody's doing like a 40 speed with ball with 6'8s and 6'7s, and it feels the same because at point guard and shooting guard you automatically get pro dribble style if you make a point guard or shooting guard. So as of the build, we're going to end up having a 94 stamina, a 75 vertical, but as of the strength on this build, I was going to rock out with the 74, but I want to end up going to 82. But for the first one, 82 gets you a movable force if y'all don't know what's going on, but a movable force definitely come in handy, especially since he's a two-way. But I'm gonna rock out with the 74 just for right now, for y'all can see different versions of this build. Now as of the acceleration, you can stop at 71, but I recommend you would go at least 73 so you can get the fast speed on silver. And when I think of Paul George, I also think about his dribble moves, but I also think about his finishing and crazy 360 windmills and things like that. But when it comes to the layup, I'm going to give him a 76 layup to get that acrobat on silver, as the only layups I can unlock is swing layup default. That's actually good, but also you unlock default small that gets you great scoop layups. So if you're someone that does a lot of scoop layups, small default definitely is one of the best things to choose. And if you're someone that wants to unlock more layup packages, you could put your layup all the way to 80, but the only thing about that, you have to go with an 84 driving dunk because you'll end up getting the pro touch. You'll unlock more layup packages, but 80 and 84 driving dunk will be the combination you'll go to for your build doesn't lock up. Now if you're going to go with the 87 so you can get the contact dunks, you have to go with the 76 layup. Now with the dunks you are equipped on this build at 87, you get the pro contact dunks off too. And with the pro contacts off too, it's not bad, but it definitely gets the job done. You can get Paul George dunk package if you want Paul George dunk package. You also get LeBron James dunk package, one of the best dunks in the game to be honest. But as of the last thing you get Klay Thompson dunk package. And a lot of people sleep on Klay Thompson dunk package, and you don't want to sleep on that dunk package. And then you get elite alley-oops, but you get every alley-oop animation in the game with having that 87 driving dunk. Now with the 87 driving dunk, that's cool. Now look, we got our contact dunks, but when it comes to that post control, it's gonna be between you go 65, 70, 72, or 75. 75 is the highest I'm going, especially on this Paul George build. If you're someone that's going to work around in the paint, 75 is the highest I would go. 72 is a decent around. 70 is like, I got extra attributes I can mess around with, but I want to put it somewhere else. But I recommend y'all go with 72 post control. Now the mid-range on this build, the mid-range is going to be at 88 mid-range, but you can go to 90. Now pay attention. If you end up going 90 mid-range, you're going to have an 83 pointer. If you're going to go 88 mid-range, you're going to have an 82 3-pointer. Those are going to be your two options. If you're going to go with that 88 mid-range, you're going to go with the 82 3-pointer. If you want to go with the 90 mid-range, you're going to go with the 83 pointer, and make sure you pay attention to your close shot because once you go to 90, your close shot goes up as well. But for the jump shot I am using T-Mac, Sadiq Bey, Oscar Robinson, 2971 max speed on push. But if you want more jump shots, I did drop a jump shot video, so make sure you go check out those. The link is in the description. Now if you want to see what I recommend, I prefer the 88 mid-range with the 82 3 because you do end up still getting Claymore on gold. Though if you don't care about Claymore, I prefer you go 90 so you can get open looks on Hall of Fame and end up getting blinders on gold. Now with the actual dribbling of this build, you got an 85 ball control. You can unlock every Paul George animation possible. And if you're someone else want to go low speed with balls, since speed booster does not matter that much, and since you're a small forward, you can go with a 70 speed with ball. Now, as of the dribble moves you are unlocking, you get pro dribble move, you get the T-Mac, you get the Paul George and things like that, but also I do unlock Paul George hop jumper, one of the best pro play actual hop jumpers they added to the game. Him and Devin Booker, I think Jason Tatum, their animations and hop jumpers from pro play are actually nice. But when it comes to defense of this build, since we know Paul George is a two-way, there's going to be 3 different increments when it comes to perimeter defense. It's when you're going to go 82, 85, or 87. To get the name of two-way, 3-level threat or things like that, you got to go 87 so you get that challenger on go. If you're not going to go 87, I prefer 85 because you can go 85 perimeter and 85 steal. Sometimes if you go to that 87, you could rock out with the 81 to get the interceptor on silver, but if you go 81 steal, you might as well go 87 perimeter. But at that point, I'd rather go 85 to get those both badges on silver, since we're on a somewhat big body 6'8 with the 55 interior, just because I have an 85 steal. Now you're gonna see it's gonna flip-flop here. Now I'm gonna show you 2 versions of this build, one with an 87 and one 81 steal, and then you're gonna see the block. I can end up getting my block to only 53 right here, but I make a slight change since I don't care about rebound. I can end up getting a 68 block in the near future. So as I end up dropping this, I can drop it all the way to 50. I can end up getting a 60 block. But if I make a slight few changes, I can end up getting a 68 block if I drop my post control, my steal, and I end up having a low defensive rebound and get a 68 block for chase down artists. Now the shades you get, you're not gonna get Paul George on these shades right here. You're gonna get Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown, things like that. They're very similar. They're kind of similar when it comes to doing the build just like this, but you still name a 3-level threat. Now if you want that 2-way 3-level threat, just remember you gotta go 87 perimeter. Keep that in mind. But for the same build, but only having a 65 post control, pay attention. 65 post control, I have an 88 MIDDY, and I have an 83 pointer. This is optional if you want to end up going with the 83 pointer if you think 82 is not a big difference. But if you pay attention to the setup, I have an 85 perimeter, 81 steal, 68 block, 60 rebound, so I can get rebound chaser on bronze and I get chase down artists on bronze. But also I end up still having that 50-ish like interior. I'm not gonna get the most stops with a 50 interior, but you still more two-way than what you was before, because you won't be able to get chase down artists with having only a 60, but you still have a decent chance to get a block. But as of the build, you got an 87 driving dunk, 76 layup, you got an 88 MIDDY, 75 pass act, 85 ball control, 85 perimeter, 81 steal with a 68 block. The only thing that this build does not get silver glove, it only gets silver interceptor with this build if you end up going this way. Now if you're gonna end up messing around with this build to be able to do anything that you really want, I already told you before, the 85 perimeter and the 85 steal is basically my best preference, because you can get a steal with silver glove and you can play a little bit of defense with that silver clamps. And now I have an 82 strength on this build, so now I have immovable force. The last build, we only had a 74 strength, so we had a movable force on bronze. Silver makes a slight difference, it definitely does, especially us sitting at 228 pounds at 6'8". Now you're gonna see 87 driving dunk, we get the contact dunks, the dunk package, the Paul George, the LeBron James, we get all those good dunk packages. You can end up getting a 76 layup for the acrobat if you can end up getting to the whole things like that, changing up in midair. Now for the post control, I told you it's between, you pick 2. You can pick the 65, the 72. You could even try to push it to the like in between like a 70, but I prefer 65 or 72. But for the finishing ability, it definitely get the job done. I would love to have my layup to like an 80 or 82, but hey, as a sacrificing for actual post control and getting a high dunk or a decent range of dunking, getting contacts, hey, I would sacrifice my layup because most of the time we're gonna dunk the ball. Mid-range, 88. We're gonna go with the 88. I've been messing with that 83 pointer. I've been paying attention. I was telling y'all to go 82. You still can go 82, but I'm liking the 88 mid-range with the 83 pointer. But as of that, you still can go 90 mid-range if you want. Now for the pass accuracy, it's gonna be the same. All these are gonna be the same thing. 75 pass act, 85 ball control, 75 speed with ball, or you can end up going 70 speed with ball. And if you're someone that's gonna end up doing the speed with ball method, you're gonna go lowest speed with ball that you can possibly go without losing your 85 like ball control. I'm gonna tell you this now, please make sure you make this build a point guard or shooting guard. Do not make it a small forward if you're gonna do the speed with ball method. Now as of the defense, this is gonna be 2 different things I'm gonna show you. Told y'all 85 and 85, but I can tell you this, 85 and 81 can also do a good job, because we can still get a 68 block with a 60 rebound on this build. Now as I upgrade this, I'm going to be able to still get a 60 block. I'll just make a slight adjustment real quick. And that slight adjustment is what I told y'all earlier. It's between you're going to get that 68 block to get that chase down, or you're going to end up having that 50 rebound. As of doing that, you're going to end up changing this. You're going to go with a 65 free throw in this build with a 50 defensive rebound to get that 68 block. But with you doing that, their block is going to cause your actual steal to go down. So if you're someone that wants that glove on silver, that's the actual sacrifice you'll have to make. That's going to be the only sacrifice. It's between you're going to get glove on silver or you're going to get chase down artist on bronze. Or you can do it this way, that you get your actual glove on silver, skip the chase down on bronze, just rock out with a 50, get the 60 rebound, and you will end up getting a 3-level threat Paul George build as we end up getting shades of Paul George. Finally, I told you, just doing a matter of a change of a block. I had lowered the block and I still got Paul George, but changing minor things, it gave me the name Paul George. But look, if y'all boys want me to bring out this build, hey man, drop a like, subscribe, let me know which build do y'all want to see. Don't forget about putting those notifications on. But look, let me know, first build, second build, or the third build. Which Paul George build would y'all like to see? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you haven't yet, make sure you check out the 2 videos on the screen.